Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hi. Hello. Hi. 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 So it's been a while, and I thought I'd share my current progress of how I cope with things and how I see things after weeks now. The thoughts that dwelled in my head, how I process the whole thing is very important for me to truly see how things are, how things were. I don't know if you guys are familiar with coindependence. I have an abandonment issues, be it boyfriend or boys or friends. I have like serious abandonment issues that I have this need of wanting to control of how people perceive me as, see me as. So when people have like the slightest idea I am not the person they thought I'd be, I would quickly find a way to change their mind or to make them see I'm not that person. But yeah, I have this crazy need of wanting people to see me for how I want to perceived as. So when I was in a relationship, when I first got, before we were together, I was just happy that he chose me as the first option. Before I met him, I went on so many first dates. I went on dates with different guys, and nobody wanted me to ask me out on a second date. And that had to get me super low, because how do people be okay with not having someone and want you for you? So I think I was just happy that I was finally a first option. I didn't know, I never had a real relationship before with boys, with men and couple. So that was like my first relationship ever serious, and it was 2 years long. And I started to see how things are, how things were with us. I was heavily dependent on him to make me happy, to make time for me, to not have anything else to do except to spend it on me. I was expecting a lot from him. That was not healthy. And I made him my world. That was that is the biggest mistake that I made. I made someone my world, and I find it quite uncomfortable for me to be alone with myself, to have so much time with myself. So I was expecting him to be there for me 24/7. If he doesn't, I would just like throw tantrums. I was just super toxic. I expect so much from him. That's not healthy. So now what I've learned is that I have to be extremely uncomfortable with myself alone. Before this, I never make time for me. I don't want to be alone with me because I hated myself so much. I hated the person I was becoming. I was vicious. I was super mean. I was all the things you could think of. Horrible. I was horrible. So now I have to uncomfortably sit with myself and my feelings and emotions. It's extremely uncomfortable actually, but it had to happen because I get to figure out and I get to process the whole thing, my whole life, myself. I get to process everything. I get to process what makes me so angry, what makes me happy, what makes me sad, what just makes me me. I am able to get to know me better. It's difficult, I have times I don't want to be alone with me because I don't know what am I supposed to do by myself. I don't know how to do that before this. But now I have to learn how to do them by myself. And I can't say I'm getting bored with myself. I am still in the phase. I still have to unravel a lot of things, and I know I just keep it deep under me, inside of me. But I think it has to be done. I have to not be okay, but I have to just suit myself up for it, So I started spending a lot of times on my own. No more co-independence. A lot of independentness by myself. So much time with myself, and I just don't know what am I going to do all the time. I don't know how I'm supposed to start my day. I don't know how to end it. I don't know what am I supposed to do in between. It's crazy. Before this, I didn't have to do this. I have someone, but then I would get angry if that someone doesn't immediately get back to me. So I don't know if I prefer back then or now. I think life just has its way of making you uncomfortable at times, I think also with my art and everything, I have a way of making people feel a bit uncomfortable of how I see and interpreted things. So that's life. Nothing is just like so perfect, so smoothly. Healing is not meant to be smooth. Healing is not meant to be immediate. Healing is not meant to be speedy. Healing are meant to be messy, meant to be just up and down. You get a lot of those days, a lot of okay days, a lot of not okay days, but that's life. So I'm telling you my progress right now. I am trying to do as much as I can as an individual alone. I have to figure out how to fill up the spaces, time, and that's life. I think it's better to be alone with yourself than to be alone with someone else. I wouldn't encourage anyone to feel lonely when you're with someone else. I feel the loneliest at times. I feel like no one would understand me. No one could have understand me. And it's difficult because I have this massive urge to talk to someone, but I don't know how to. I don't know what I could possibly say. So it left with me having to figure things out on my own, because no one could figure things out for me except for myself. If things bothers me, I have to figure out why. So that's the progress. Life is so uncomfortable. Life is so messy. Healing is messy. Nothing is ever as smoothly as you want it or how you've planned it. And I think I should be okay with it. live. Yeah, I should be okay with living life just the way it is, just the way how it comes, probably, but never how I expect it to be. So yeah, I'm doing okay so far. I would say I'm doing a bit better than I did a few weeks ago. And I really don't know what the future holds. No one knows. But here's to getting uncomfortable and find comfort in yourself or in each other. Bye. Sending out so much love for you guys.